Hello everybody, it's Johnny Seville from Acorn Wealth here. I'm coming at you from the airport lounge in Calgary Airport. With markets, of course, yesterday, huge turbulence with oil continuing to slip, and we've seen that actually yesterday the intraday low of Tuesday, December 9th trading took us below the open range of December, which is a low of 20.49.57. Now, currently on the S&P, we are still now under that range at 20.48, so we could be beginning to see that momentum we've previously had in the market starting to crumble. It certainly looks that way at the moment, and I'm now preferencing the short side of the market. And certainly if we close below that range, that's going to indicate further weakness until the minimum of the third Friday of this month, which would bring us to bear conditions. Now, so with volatility rife, I would like to show you two potential stocks. One actually is KBH Homes. Now, it's in a weak sector. It's one of the weaker stocks in that sector, as far as we believe. And if we have a look, KBH Homes is actually setting up in a beautiful potential head and shoulders pattern here. So we've been discussing this in our trading room, but for those of you who missed it, this is what these executive summaries are all about. And you can see that KBH Homes has this lovely rally up, rounded symmetrical top, another rally up, a symmetrical head, and we pull back down to that same neckline, both in the same parallel gradient, and then we had that perfect little bounce. And so I've got an order in here to short that at 16.83 currently, and I'm looking at a target here down here at 16.07. Then I'm looking at a second target here around that 1480. Excuse me, 1480 is a secondary target. If it then continues that break and fills that extension of that head and shoulder. If we also have a look at the money flow on the head and shoulder pattern, we'll see that we also have a nice, very strong drop as that second shoulder has started to create itself. Now, so that's a new one on the short side. I'm not yet filled on that order, but certainly waiting for that, hopefully to pop a little bit up into that more ideal entry zone. Now, the second stock to quickly discuss is CYTX. Now, we picked this at 44 cents, and this is one of those stocks that had the 60% short float that I mentioned 2 weeks ago in our special healthcare report. Now, the thing that you want to be aware of here is that was just building. I said something was going on here. We've got a very strong accumulation in the money flow down the bottom, and we thought it would be a nice little easy pop from 42 cents to 50. It did that, so that was an easy 20% gain over the last 2 weeks. But something to be aware of now is it is something to continue watching, and possibly maybe even worth looking at further momentum out of this, as they have just had an FDA approval, a preliminary FDA approval of one of their clinical drug trials. So that's going to add some real potential steam behind this stock. And if you actually have a look at the news, Maxim, one of the market analysts, have just reiterated their coverage on the stock with a recommendation to buy with a target of $6. So that's, of course, 1,000% up from where we're currently at, and that could also make for some interesting longer-term momentum plays for those of you who like these therapeutics. So I've also got an order into a new order now to get into this. And back at 48 cents is what I'm waiting for. But I'll continue to watch that through the day. But this one could also have some incredible steam if it's able to obviously reclaim some of its previously perceived value. Okay, so that's the executive summary for today. Happy trading, and we'll see you all on Thursday evening. Take care.